Let me take a selfie.
Sorry little hearts out of smoke, pour a drink, steal a kiss in the dark. Fingernails on the skin like the teeth of a shark. I'm intoxicated by the light. In the chill of your stare, I am painfully lost like a deer in the lights of an oncoming bus. For the thrill of your touch, I will shame the hearts on fire tonight. Feel my bones ignite. Feels like war, war. Feels like war, war. Hearts on fire. Look, listen to my voice. If you're making a choice, tell all the girls. Move and show me what you can do when you step into the circle and shake like we do. And move when you just can't take it. And move if you just feel like breaking. Can you hear me stop? Look, listen to my voice. It was never my choice to feel all alone. This is my home. Back up, you don't know if you've never been here. You've never been to the place inside I face. My fear, it takes everything I am. Move and show me what you can do when you step into the circle and shake like we do. And move when you just can't take it. And move if you just feel like breaking it. Move and show me what you can do when you step into the circle and shake like we do. And move when you just can't take it. And move if you just feel like breaking. Come in, stop. Look, listen to my voice. If you're making the choice, tell all the girls.
وحياة قلبي وأفراحه وهنا في مساء وصباحه. وحياة قلبي وأفراحه وهنا في مساء وصباحه. وحياة قلبي وأفراحه وهنا في مساء وصباحه. ما لقيت فرحان في الدنيا زي الفرحان بنجاحه. حلم جميل في خيالنا مهبش في يوم عن بالنا. كان حلم جميل في خيالنا.
I am unwritten, can't read my mind. I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty.
He's been a part of West Green since 2006 and obtained one of the best results in the IGCSE examinations last year. Omar has been instrumental in displaying great leadership qualities. Ladies and gentlemen, I leave you with Omar Hamdan.
Bismillah wa-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening, Your Highness Sheikh Sultan bin Muhammad Al-Qasimi, Chairman of the Board of Governors, West Green International School. Board of Governor members present with us today, Mr. Muhammad Farouk, Mr. Ishaq Noor, Chair of the Executive Management Team, members of the Ministry of Education present with us today, Mr. Kalafato, respected teachers, beloved parents, family, and esteemed guests. It gives me great pleasure as the head boy for the academic year 2013-2014 to speak to you today on behalf of the graduating class. Growing up, we were raised to value education, as our religion orders mankind to read through the first verse of the Quran. اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. And the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said that the attainment of knowledge is a must for every Muslim. طلب العلم فريضة على كل مسلم. This illustrates and shows us the importance and value of education. As seniors this year, we all had to study for an A and AS. I, being the head boy, also had the added responsibility of the leadership team. There was always this cloud of pressure and scrutiny from the school administration. We had to make sure we did everything just right. Thankfully though, my fellow graduates were always there to help take some of that pressure off my shoulders. And together, we accomplished miracles this year. We helped make this year's Student Business and Leadership Forum one of the most spectacular ever. We spent weeks preparing for the debates, organizing them, and then chairing them, making them not only productive, but also fun and memorable. We made this year's Sports Day one of the most unique ever, with house loyalty thriving everywhere. The house captains waved their house flags on the day like warriors. We received the international award, and this was probably the hardest thing any of us had ever done in our entire lives. We spent 4 days total, navigating through desert terrain, carrying bags that weigh more than us. Well, more than me at least, I don't weigh too much. But yes, we were sleeping in the wild and stopping only when we had to. Nevertheless, we achieved that award. The science fair this year was mind-blowing. The seniors even took home first place in the science debates. Not that the grade 11s were much of a challenge. So ladies and gentlemen, yes, this academic year went by really fast. But in that time, we've accomplished many things. We worked and we persevered, and now we stand here on the crossroads of our lives. No doubt, we will all be pulled in different directions. Life will drive us to pursue different careers in different places. It is very exciting, but at the same time, it's also a very sad day. As a class, we have been through thick and thin together, and now we will go our separate ways. However, there is one thing we will always have in common: the memories we shared in the past few years. Like the time we asked the teachers for a student versus teachers football match and lost miserably, or the time we asked the teachers for a rematch in football and still lost miserably. All the times we snuck out of school to go have lunch, the amazing chess and table tennis competitions in our common room, and when we got them confiscated from the common room. We have lived grade 12 to the fullest and are ready to move on to the next stage. You see, West Green has not only bombarded us with every physics formula there is, or every business technique possible, but it also shapes us into leaders, and is now releasing us into society as adults. While students are brought up in schools, leaders are shaped here at West Green. As Betty Reese says, if you think you are too small to be effective or make a difference, you have never gone to sleep with a mosquito in your room. In a world this big, we become the mosquitoes. Speaking of leadership, working with the leadership teams this year has been an immense challenge, but a delightful experience at the same time. The leadership team consists of many different teams working together, be it the student council, or the prefects, or the house captains, or even the club chairpersons. The challenging part was balancing between our academics and co-curriculars. It sounds easy, I know, but trust me, it is very hard trying to organize a tournament or to tally up the house points with a math exam the very next day. The delightful part was working with the team, no matter how cliche it sounds. They started off as strangers, being pushed to work with each other in a professional environment, and escalated to seals of friendship. They sacrificed their breaks for their work, they stayed up late nights for their work, they were truly dedicated. In short, the leadership team this year taught me discipline, teamwork, communication, and how many cups of coffee it takes to stay up all night working. Let us not forget, who we are today is because of the people in our lives who have mentored us growing up. To our teachers, you have given us the tools we will need to make it by in university and find successful careers, inshallah. We are in your debt. To our school, you have been a second home to us, and we appreciate all the opportunities afforded to us that have helped forge our personality. Mr. Karafato, our headmaster, Mr. Datu, our head of school, Mr. Kobus, our head of year, you have been the underlying power to our success. We thank you. To our friends, you've made otherwise tough times easier and helped us through a lot. I'm glad I have friends like these to bear through it with me. I'd like to especially thank Ali Mazin, the deputy head boy, and the entire graduating class for making this year so marvelous. Lastly, but most importantly, to our parents. Well, to our parents, I would like to say, you were always there for us, despite everything. We graduate today in hopes that someday we can pay you back in part for all your love. Now, I would like to leave you with a few words. Our targets and goals in life define us, whilst our failures and mistakes refine us. Thank you and good luck graduating class of 2013.
Thank you, Omar, for your thoughtful speech. We wish you well in your future endeavors.
Your Highness is Sheikh Sultan Muhammad Al-Qasimi, Sheikh Omar Al-Nuaimi, Mr. Kalafato, school governors, ladies and gentlemen. We will now present graduation certificates and remembrance memento to the 32 graduating students in grade 12 boys secondary class of 2014. We start with a student of West Green, instrumental in leading the student leadership team and organizing most, if not all, the school events this year. And as you have just heard, he held numerous other leadership positions in the past and intends to study computer engineering at AUS. Completed international award at the bronze level, attained one of the best IGCSE results last year, West Green's head boy for the academic year 2013-2014. Ladies and gentlemen, Omar Nasir Hamdan.